first day of teaching is something every teacher remembers. I still remember mine as if it happened yesterday. The classroom smelled faintly of chalk, and the desks were polished but worn by many small hands over the years. 20 bright young faces looked at me with curiosity, some smiling, some shy. I wrote my name on the blackboard and turned to them with a smile. "My name is Miss Clara," I said. "I am your new teacher. I look forward to this year with you." That's when I noticed him. A boy sitting in the front row, quiet, his clothes wrinkled, his hair untidy. He looked as if he hadn't been cared for in a long time. His name was Tommy. Something about his appearance made me uncomfortable. I confess, I judged him right away. When he spoke in class, I sighed. When he handed me his paper, I frowned. I found myself giving more attention to the cleaner, brighter children. Without even realizing it, I pushed Tommy away. Weeks passed, and my irritation with him grew. Then came the day when I was told to review each child's past records. As I sat at my desk that evening, the room quiet, I opened Tommy's file. His first grade teacher had written, "Tommy is a bright child, always cheerful, works neatly, has many friends." I blinked in surprise. Bright? Cheerful? Was this the same boy? His second grade teacher wrote, "Tommy is an excellent student, loved by everyone, but his mother is very ill. Life at home is becoming difficult." I felt my chest tighten. The third grade teacher's note said, "Mother's death has been very hard on him. He tries his best, but his father shows little interest. Home life is empty." By the fourth grade, the comment was, "Tommy is withdrawn, doesn't talk much, no interest in studies, shows little hope." I put down the file and pressed my hands against my face. Tears filled my eyes. How blind I had been. This child was not careless or lazy. He was broken. He had lost his mother, and I had punished him for his grief. Shame washed over me. From that day, I changed. Slowly, I gave Tommy more of my time. I encouraged him with small words of praise. When he tried even a little, I noticed it. At first, his eyes were doubtful, as if waiting for me to scold him again. But soon, I saw a spark. Christmas came. The children brought me gifts, each wrapped with bright paper and ribbons. When Tommy walked up shyly, he handed me a small package wrapped in a crumpled brown bag. Some children giggled. Inside was a bracelet with missing stones and a half-used bottle of perfume. I held them up gently and smiled. "How lovely, Tommy. Thank you." I slipped the bracelet onto my wrist and dabbed the perfume on my hand. The children fell silent, realizing my joy was real. That day after school, Tommy lingered by my desk. His eyes were shining with tears. He whispered, "Miss Clara, today you smelled just like my mom used to." My heart broke. I hugged him tightly and promised myself I would never fail him again. From then on, Tommy blossomed. He asked questions in class. His work grew neater. His smile returned. Other children noticed and began including him. My classroom felt warmer, not just for him, but for all of us. Years passed. I taught many children, but I never forgot Tommy. One day, I received a letter in the mail. "Dear Miss Clara, I wanted you to be the first to know. I have finished high school. I was third in my class. Thank you for believing in me. Yours, Tommy." I cried with joy. A few years later, another letter came. "Dear Miss Clara, I wanted you to know I have finished college and it was hard, but I made it. You were the one who pushed me to believe I could. With gratitude, Tommy." And finally, the letter that touched me most. "Dear Miss Clara, I am getting married soon. I would be honored if you would sit where my mother would have sat at my wedding. On the wedding day, as I took my place in the front row, I wore the old bracelet he had given me. My hands trembled, not with age, but with pride. I watched him, tall and confident, waiting for his bride. When the ceremony was over, he leaned down and whispered in my ear, "Thank you for making me feel special. Thank you for believing in me." I whispered back, "You were the one who taught me what it truly means to be a teacher." And as I sat there, the little boy with untidy hair and sad eyes faded in my memory, replaced by the man who stood before me, a man who had learned to shine again. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.